Hi, I'm Sylvia from sylviachurchy.com, and today I want to be talking about tracking and why so many people avoid it like the plague. Okay, so let's talk about tracking. It's one of those things that some people do they track their money regularly in their business and other people don't. And the people who don't come up with a lot of excuses. I've heard them all. They will say that they're just not a numbers person, they're not that into money, they were never really good at maths in high school, they're more of a creative, they leave that to someone else, they're just not into it. They'll get to it one day, but they're just not that interested. But how can you run a successful business without tracking your money? How is that possible? It's not. And it will have a detrimental effect on your business if you don't track. Now, for those that say, well, I have a bookkeeper and I just get my bookkeeper to do it all and I just, let them handle it. No, of course you can have a bookkeeper. They're there to actually help you with your finances, but you just don't leave it there and you just take your mind off it and you don't deal with it. Not at all. You have to be involved. You have to know your numbers. You have to know what's coming in and what's going out. Not just at the end of the month when your bookkeeper may or may not send you a report, but you need to know it day to day. Cash flow is the most important thing in your business and you need to know what is going on, and the only way to do that is to track your money. Now, for those of you who say, well, I've got an accounting software so I don't actually need to track, I would say no, because I have an accounting software and I still track manually every day, and I'll tell you why. When you track on an accounting system, or even if you track on a spreadsheet, there is a certain amount of detachment, I think. When you're looking at numbers on a screen, there is a little bit of a detachment to those numbers. So you might be, you're allocating them to where they need to go, you're doing your accounting if you're doing it yourself, or you might be preparing something for your bookkeeper or for your accountant. But it doesn't feel as real as if you write it. So every day in my journal, I write down the amount of money that's coming in. So I will start a new page in my journal every month. I'll, number it from 1 to 30 or 1 to 31, and I will write down every bit of money that comes in that day. The reason I do that is because I just think where intention goes and where attention goes, things tend to grow. So when I focus on the money that's coming in and really give thanks to that money that's coming in, never taking that for granted that people are actually paying me for my services, then I can, really focus on that and just bring so much joy to me. So I will write down the amount that comes in every day. Now, the biggest objection that I get is, well, what about all those days where no money's coming in and it makes me feel so bad about myself and then I feel like I'm not achieving my goals and then I just don't want to do it anymore. This is legitimate and I totally get it and I totally understand it. But the only way through that is to really focus down on what is coming up for you. Really look at what is that thing that is coming up for you when there is no money coming in and you have nothing to write. And there's gold in that. There is true gold in that, because that's when you can actually see, well, what can I do about that? I didn't have a day where I was just sitting on the couch watching TV, eating M&Ms. I was talking to people, or I was coaching my client who paid me last week or last month, or I was working through with my clients on a group program that I sold, before. So it's not as if you aren't achieving anything, or perhaps you're connecting with people, perhaps you're networking with people, perhaps you're getting extra training or coaching. There is always something going on in your day and you can track that as well. It doesn't just need to be the dollar amount that's coming in, although that is the ultimate goal. But when you stay in that sense of lack, of not enough, and really that's all you're focusing on, then you will just get more of that. So we need to shift that sense of lack and really bring it back into a sense of abundance. What are all the beautiful things that happened to you that day? And really give gratitude to that, and that will help shift you from the not enough and the doom and gloom to something really fabulous. And where your attention goes, it really does grow. And I just really believe that tracking your money will help you grow your wealth. Every day, if you're putting some attention into that, if you're writing down your numbers, if you're watching that grow, if you've got a sense of joy, then that's how you will do more work. That's how you stay motivated. That's how you get momentum. And that's how you will grow your business and you will grow your wealth. So I encourage you all to please start tracking your money daily. Don't leave it up to someone else. Don't just assume that just because you have an accounting system it's all taken care of. You really need to just sit down at the end of the day like a ritual, or at the start of the day before you do any work, and write down the amount of money that has come in and give thanks for that and say, yes, please, more. Thank you, universe. So I hope you've enjoyed that tip for today. These are some of the things that I am teaching in my online money program, Become a Money Boss. And we look at all things to do with money. So we do talk about things like mindset and beliefs and purpose, but we also get really practical and we'll talk about systems and tracking and profitability and debt reduction and all of those other things like pricing and relationships and investments. This is a robust 9-week program that covers everything to do with money, from mindset to systems and everything in between. No stone is left unturned. We are closing this card on Tuesday the 31st of January at midnight Australian Daylight Savings Time. So I encourage you to get onto this program if you really want to become the money boss, if you really want to change your relationship with money, if you are sick and tired of not having enough and worrying and stressing and being up at 3 a.m. worrying about money, this program is for you. This program is about changing all of that. It's about changing the beliefs and the mindset, and then it's about taking action and putting some practical steps into place so that you can feel in control, so that you can feel like the money boss. So get in before the early bird cart closes. On Wednesday, the price will jump up by $200 to $797. So if you want a great program and you want to save $200, then jump in before the early bird cart closes. If you have any questions for me, pop them below, or if they're private messages, feel free to message me. Thank you so much.